So most people haven't realized that Google just released 3 new AI models, and these models aren't crazy, but they are pretty significant. So let's dive into it. So one of the first models, well, I'm actually going to talk about all 3 of them. We've got Gemini 3.6 Flash, which uses fewer tokens than 3.5 Flash to deliver higher quality work at the same cost. Then you've got Gemini 3.5 Flash-Lite, a fast, cost-effective option for everyday work like processing documents and agentic search. And then you have Gemini 3.5 Flash Cyber, which is a cybersecurity model for cybersecurity work. Now, why that might seem like a lot, like why are Google releasing 3 models here in one day, and why are these all such small models? Let's actually dive into every single model so you can really understand what's going on. So the first model here is called Gemini 3.6 Flash. This is essentially the workhorse model that delivers better coding, knowledge work, and multimodal performance. And according to the Artificial Analysis Index, reduces output token usage by 17% compared to 3.5 Flash. And on some benchmarks like Deep SWE by Data Curve, Google observes up to 65% at all lower cost per output token. And so essentially what you have here with Gemini 3.6 Flash is a model that is, I guess you could say, more efficient and better quality than the previous version of 3.5 Flash. So Gemini 3.6 Flash builds directly on developer and customer feedback from 3.5 Flash, and it not only delivers a step up in coding and knowledge work, but does this while meaningfully improving token efficiency. And so I'm guessing what Google wanted to do here was release a model that is not only smarter, but is more token efficient. Oftentimes, I think what these large language model companies are realizing, or these frontier AI model companies are realizing, is that when you create these large language models, oftentimes when you're trying to make them smarter, they tend to reason a lot. And because they reason a lot, they tend to have a lot more output tokens. So this model, you can see, is smarter across a range of different benchmarks, but it's also, I guess you could say, a lot more efficient. And of course, this is something that, when we look at other benchmarks like Design Arena, we can also see where it lands. But the gist of what this model is this model is going to be the backbone of what Google is essentially calling the AI ecosystem. And if you want to know where this model actually fits in compared to the rest of the actual, and so of course I would say that don't compare this model to the other frontier models, because it wouldn't make sense to do so. This is not on the same tier, and I don't mean that just in terms of quality. I would say that this is a Flash model. So with every AI model release, you usually have the workhorse model, which is the model that reasons the most and is essentially the smartest model. Then you have like a mid-tier model, and then you have a Flash model, which is super fast. So for Google, this is essentially their Flash tier model, which is the fastest model. So you can compare this to GPT 5.6 Luna, which you can see here, and you can compare this to Claude Sonnet 5 or maybe the Claude Haiku series. And I think in this area, it doesn't do too bad compared to these other models, because I would say that it is more, cost effective than Claude Sonnet 5, and probably a bit more token efficient than maybe GPT 5.6 Luna. But of course, it is completely up to you. So this is a model that is kind of in a weird spot because we don't have the Gemini 3.5 Pro models out yet, or even Gemini 4, which is definitely interesting. But I will be talking about Gemini 4 later on in the video. So what you can look at here is how Gemini 3.6 Flash needs fewer tokens to perform tasks in the real world. It says we task Gemini to locate the Morse code coat of arms on Wikipedia, download it, and use Python to convert and resize the image. And so here you can see that Gemini is navigating directly to the Wikipedia article, doing the exact task. And so what I believe Google have done with this model is they want this model to sort of be the workhorse. So for computer usage, for robotics, I think that is where Google sees a lot of return on investment in terms of where the future is, because I think LLMs, I don't want to say they've hit a ceiling, but I just believe that that's where Gemini 3.6 fits into the line. Another example is 3.6 Flash using managed agents on AIS, helping to pass through and analyze financial data and transcripts more efficiently than 3.5 Flash. So here's 3.6 Flash. And like I said, guys, this is a super fast model. This is the kind of model that you will be seeing. And I think it's, very, very effective. Again, these are the examples that Google does present on the webpage. And of course, I'll leave a link to this so you can see here that this took a certain amount of time and this one took a lot less time. So this is not only a faster model, but a smarter model. And you can see Gemini 3.6 Flash, what it was able to do. Then, of course, you can see 3.6 Flash executing code migrations using multi-agent orchestration on AGI with lower latency and higher quality than 3.5 Flash. So here, side by side, you can see the prior improvements compared to the models. And just a tidbit for those of you who are wondering, yes, Gemini 3.6 Flash is better than Gemini 3.1 Pro. So if you're wondering which is the model that you should be using, I would say Gemini 3.6 Flash is what you should be using. But I would say that 3.6 Flash is designed to be quick. So what it will do, and this is my personal testing, is the model will just go ahead and just do something straight away. What I would recommend you do if you're using this model is I would try and tell it all the steps it needs to do, because other reasoning models that are reasoning for a long amount of times, they'll have initially a lot more steps. 3.6 Flash likes to just dive straight into the answer and just move as quick as possible. So do bear that in mind. Then of course, here we got 3.6 Flash helping develop a photographic texture extractor for 3D workflows using Canvas. And so here you can see it is going to head and do that. So here you can see all of this stuff. It's going to go ahead and build this texture extractor. And this is something that it can do. So like I said, one of the things most people aren't realizing is that 3.6 Flash is a model that's essentially being used to build multimodal software on demand. And this is something that people are thinking is going to be the future of AI and how software is. So this is, why this model is here. And then 3.6 Flash here is using AGY and the TLD Draw offline editor to build interactive theme studios with strong visual understanding skills. So this is really, really cool. Essentially, you get to see the multimodal stuff at work. And so, like I said, this is where you get to see the token efficiency. You can see token efficiency is going to be a real thing in the future. Not only do you want a smart model that is quick, you want a model that is also token efficient. On the artificial analysis index overall, you can see that there's also a lot more token efficiency. Now, we can also look at the Gemini 3.5 Flash-Lite. In terms of coding, you can see that there is a huge improvement on there. And of course, on the GDP val, you can see that there is a huge improvement there. So this model is built to scale agentic workflows. So this is designed for both low latency tasks and tasks where high throughput is critical for developers' workflow, like agentic search and document processing. So this is the fastest model in 3.5 series, and it runs at 350 output tokens a second, priced at 0.3 per million output tokens and $2.5 per million output tokens, with significantly better quality than 3.1 Flash-Lite. So this is something that I'm not sure if you guys know this, but there are many tasks out there where you just need an LLM that is somewhat smart enough to do a lot of quick tasks. And these are the kind of models that really do fill those gaps. I know it's not going to be everyday usage, but if you have like, I don't know, an AI agent ecosystem or things where you need like a bunch of miniature workers to go ahead and just do a lot of work fast, this is something that works really well. And then of course you can see the different benchmarks where 3.5 Flash outperforms 3 Flash. And then of course we have the last model, which is a 3.5 Flash Cyber, which is where you can see where it performs compared to the other models. And I've got to be honest, this model actually is a little bit surprising because it does actually perform relatively well compared to even, decent models. So Gemini 3.5 Flash Cyber in CodeMender for fixing vulnerabilities efficiently, you can see where it performs. It performs, on par with GPT 5.5 Cyber, Mythos 5, GPT 5.6 Sol, and Mythos Preview. So I would say that this is a very specialist model, and considering just how well this model performs, it kind of does make me a bit excited for Gemini 3.5 Pro and of course for Gemini 4, which they have mentioned they are training. And here's another example of Gemini 3.5 Flash, and this is actually the one in CodeMender finding and fixing vulnerabilities. So the previous one was actually Gemini 3.5 Flash, actually on the benchmark in CyberGem. That is my small mistake. Now, what I want to show you guys is, of course, the thing that you probably want to know, whereas Gemini 3.5 and Gemini 4, but they do talk about the fact that Gemini 3.5 Pro is currently testing with partners and they plan to make it broadly available as soon as it's ready. And in parallel, the teams are focusing on building the next generation of models, and they have started building the most ambitious pre-training run yet for Gemini 4. And interestingly enough, they say they're already excited by the progress. So obviously, I know a lot of you guys are probably wondering where these models are and what's going on, because Google have, I guess you could say, not released as much models. But what I will say is that they are going to release Gemini 3.5 Pro. I'm not sure how they're going to do that because so many model releases have come out since then, but they're training Gemini 4, and I think Gemini 4 will be a blowout. Let me know what you think about Google's models. If you're excited, if you're disappointed. I think Google is never to be underestimated. Some of the smartest people in the world work there. With that being said, see you guys in the next video.